y'all.
Yo,
Welcome
what's up? What's up?
to the chat. Hold on, let me. Welcome to the chat. The man who notoriously, for some reason, still don't know how to swim.
You right. You right about that.
First of all, let's get the sponsorship. What you wearing? Is that Fashion Nova?
Oh, you already know, representing Fashion Nova, that cheetah. Ooh, your boy's been in quarantine, so I couldn't get no haircut, so I got a little beanie on. Everybody, don't judge me. I am in the house chilling. Staying safe.
Now I'm putting your business out there. I thought you got a haircut last time.
You know my hair goes fast. I need that extra edge up, that ink. I need to be like Steve Harvey. You know, I need that kind of edge up, especially I'm gonna be on your live.
Yeah. Well, from y'all know Nelson obviously, but y'all on my live. Nelson is on the challenge right now, and we just finished watching it. I got a lot of questions. Okay.
We know.
Last week you didn't really talk about it. Like you went live for a little bit, but you didn't really like get into what was going on. So before we dig in, can we please talk strategy?
Strategy.
Season.
Okay.
So let's start from way back. So when you head to the house, what is the game plan with you and was it Fessy and Corey? Because y'all are like the group, right?
See, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. You got to realize I've been off the challenge for 2 seasons. 2 seasons. Walking into this season, I look to my left. I look to my right. All I know is Corey. I don't even know Fessy. I've never met Fessy outside the game. I've never spoke to him outside the game. Nobody even knew I was coming onto this season. It was a surprise to everybody. You know how some people get the list of people who's going on. Well, I wasn't on that list. So I was a shocker when I showed up to that airport. And then when I get there, I'm looking around. I'm looking at the girls. I'm looking at the guys. I'm like, hold up. I'm only cool with one person here in this house. And I'm thinking in my head, this is not going to be a good season for me. So I'm thinking going into this house, I got to go after the rookies. I got to see who is not aligned with somebody else. Which, you got Bailey, you have Swaggy, you got Fessy, you got Casey. You got all these other people that are brand new to the game that don't know a little bit, don't know no history about me. But the people that have been there, like Jenny, Rogan, Kailah, they're already aligned with somebody else. I've never met these people. I've never met these people before, but they were on last season. So they already have their alliance. I'm sure they heard a lot about me from other people's mouth because, it travels far. People in DMs, Nelson's this, Nelson's that. You can't trust that guy, blah, blah, blah. So going into this game, I had to roll with the punches. I had to build an alliance. I had to talk to this person, talk to that person. But as you saw, that all caught up with me last week.
Yes, which leads me to the next strategy question. What did you think the outcome was going to be telling everybody that you weren't going to say their name?
I knew it was going to come out at one point, but I had to realize and take a chance and roll with it because I knew nobody really had my back. People were coming up to me for a number. I am just a number. And they realized, okay, Corey's attached to me, but Corey's also attached to other people, which are not attached to me. Like the Holy Trinity. None of those girls had my back. They had Corey's back. None of the guys had my back. Not at all. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, what kind of strategy can I go about this? I just need to play it day by day, because what you don't realize is that the challenges always change up. 1 minute you're friends with somebody, the next minute it's your enemy. Now, next people are pillow talking, as you saw tonight. Swaggy and Josh, they were on Big Brother together. You were expecting to be aligned together. Next thing you know, they're at each other's throat. So I'm thinking in my head, I can pick up the slack. Whoever doesn't want nobody, like Jay. Jay's the only guy in the beginning. He came from X on the Beach, so I had a little bit of history with him. So I said, okay, you're a loner. I guarantee I can get you, brother, on my side. But as you saw, he went home after the whole Rogan thing. So then again, there we go. Then I met Fessy. Me and Fessy started talking. But I had to feel Fessy out. You can't just say, oh, I trust you now. Him and I were in opposite rooms. I knew he had Corey's back, but that doesn't mean he had my back. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay, let's back it up. So I'm glad you explained the lack of strategy.
Yeah, no doubt. Everybody's asking me, trust me. Everybody's like, Nelson, why'd you lie? Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? But look around you. Only had one person. I had to do what I had to do to stay in this game and tell people what they wanted to hear. But another thing what made me a little bit upset is that people thought I could promise you to take you all the way to the final. Come on, read the fine line. Not that many people come to the final. So you got to realize I can take you as far as I can, and we make a promise that week after week after week after week. That's how we play this game. Y'all want what y'all see is an episode after episode, but you got to realize we play this game weekly, so it changes up on everybody. And then that whole thing with me and Kyle, as you can see, people jump on bandwagons. If you say one person's name, it's easy to say that name. It's easy to say that name. It's easy to say that name. And then people are like, okay, camera time. Let me just rat them out. Jordan, let's take Jordan for example. Jordan didn't have to call me out like that. He didn't even say my name, but he mentioned Nelson promised me that. You know why? It's because I threw Tori under the bus saying she was going for that easy red skull. And then he got upset with me and said, I know how to turn this house against Nelson. Well, Nelson promised me that. What did he promise all y'all? So then it just was a domino effect. It went around and around. I'm like, all right, let's get it.
The thing with Jordan, though, is like, I don't know if you knew it was going on while it was happening, but did you know he was like, he had it out for D?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not know that situation because, like I said, that was last season. And what people don't realize, whatever you do the last season, people remember that. So Jordan felt like D owed him because she was a rookie, and from what I heard, she holded her own because you don't run a final with everybody else. You have to push your own self. So yes, Jordan pushed D, and they won. Jordan's a leader, no doubt about that. He takes charge, and he felt like D owed him that. And say, look, I had your back. We won a final. I put money in your pocket. Now I'm here for my wife. Let's get her a red skull, and we could keep this going. Now, if D was smart, you would have kept Jordan on your side. You know what I'm saying? That's one guy you know that has he plays a big part in the house. A lot of people are scared to go against him in elimination. That is why he went out the way he did.
Why is so we talked about how you came and you only know Corey, right? And then you recently became cool with Fessy.
Right.
So coming to that house, what was going through your mind as the blowouts happened? I think it was Aneesa first, and then it was Kailah, then Kyle, and Melissa, right?
You know, let's start with Aneesa. Let's start with Aneesa real quick. You know, I'm a competitor. It was a girls' day. No matter what challenge it is, I don't care if it's a girls' day or guys' day, I'm going to go hard. I wanted to win the challenge. I wanted to be in the tribunal. I knew Aneesa was a puzzle queen. I knew she was really good at it. But I also knew she was also working with other people. You got to realize during these challenges, people are working together. People are either throwing challenges or they are literally helping the other person win. Think about this. Jordan his whole goal there was to get Tori a red skull. Do what he has to do. Not worried about him. Tori a red skull. So other people are helping other people out. So at that time, I thought Aneesa threw that because that was way too easy of a puzzle to drop. Aneesa is very athletic. As you saw tonight, she killed it. Got a red skull. Congratulations to her. So at that time, when Aneesa gets on top of the truck, people don't hear this. People don't hear this. She said, oh, it's fine. It's fine. Jordan's won. Jordan and Nani won. It's not, oh, she was mad at herself or she was hurt. When I lose something, I get angry, I get upset, and I'm upset with myself. I'm like, did I really just do that? Did I really just do that? But she got up on top of that truck and was smiling, saying, it's okay, Jordan and Nani won. So the first thing I thought about is like, wow, you threw this challenge, didn't you? So I didn't give her a chance to explain. I'm just thinking, jumping the gun. That's the first thing that comes out your mouth, that you're okay with losing because your friends won. You didn't really compete. And that makes me upset. And I lost my anger. And I shouldn't have done it. You know, I truly apologize the way I talked to Aneesa. Never meant for her to cry. I'm a very strong competitor. When we're on the playing field, I don't look at you as a woman. I look at you as equal partners. So me yelling at you, it's just, I would yell at my brother. I would yell at my sister because I want to see you do good. I want us to win. It was a girls' elimination. There was no reason for me to act that way. I could have handled it different, and I wish I did. But, hey, I can't take that back, and I truly apologize for talking to her that way.
Do you think, even if you didn't get in those blowouts, because it seemed like after Aneesa and definitely after Kailah is when the house kind of turned on you, but do you feel like they would have threw you in anyway, whether you
No doubt. Like I said, me and Kailah never seen eye to eye at all since our first season together. We've always been on opposite sides of the table. I don't know why. That's just how it's fallen, and it sucks because we started the challenge together. Basically, our first season. I'm one season ahead of her, so you would think her and I will work together. But like I said, we've always been on opposite sides of the table. So I knew this was coming on. Jenna never really had my back, you know. We were cool. Jenna, I think, is amazing. Cool personality, very cool person. Aneesa, we were cool, but did they really have my back? Look how many guys they had in front of me. Kyle, Johnny, Corey, all these other, nobody really, the Holy Trinity, come on now. So I knew once I messed up with Aneesa, it was just going to be a ripple effect. They're going to get my ass. I knew it was coming. I knew Kailah, after I went off on Kailah at that tribunal, that's another thing I regret doing. I was so angry and upset. Me and Kailah were going back and forth. We got into it a lot more than what they showed. But, you know, you can only show so much. They spent like 40 minutes of me yelling at Kailah. I'm like, yo, like, there was way more that happened before that. So, but was it my business to put myself in her business? No. Was I wrong for calling her a slut? Hell yeah. Was I wrong for telling her to go get fucked in the porta potty again? Hell yeah. If that happened or not, if it happened or not, it was none of my business. And I was wrong for that. That's one thing I have to work on. I speak the truth. I tell you how it is. That's why I'm on reality TV. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I need to hold that back. I'm so emotional about this game that I care so much is that I just bah. But sometimes I just need to, it would get me so much further. You know what I'm saying? But look what happened. Look what happened. Everybody voted me in. Maybe this, you know, I went about it the wrong way, but look what happened at the end. Y'all all said my name, and when I walked back into that, you should have heard it. When me and Fessy got done with that elimination, it was silent on the bus. It was silent in the bunker. Me and Fessy and Corey are just laughing like, wow, nobody has nothing to say now. The two people you voted in came back. What do you have to say now? Now people are scared. Now people are like, oh, I need to get a red skull. I need to get a red skull, blah, blah, blah. Even this episode, Kailah comes up to me and says, hey, Nelson, I know we had our bad sides and blah, 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 but can you say my name? But they don't show that me and Kailah are talking, me and Kailah made up. We probably don't respect each other, but we're mutual, we're cool about it, because she asked for my vote. And I was like, let me think about this, because you were quick to say my name, right? And when I went up to you in your interview, oh, you don't think I'm going to say your name, Kailah, but you got the balls to come up to me and ask me to say your name so you can earn your red skull? Who are you going against? Casey? Okay. I already knew that what was going to happen tonight. Casey's a beast. I've seen her work out. I've seen the way she moves. I see the way she thinks. Casey's, well, I'm not going to say nothing. Y'all saw what happened tonight.
She's fierce, yeah. I was going to ask you about that because the scene where they put the names up, you were standing next to her, and I was like, I thought y'all didn't fuck with each other. Like,
you know, I'm changing. This game changed by weekly. Everybody's going to use somebody to get what they want and get where they're at. And it's so sad. You look at D. D's throwing her number one person in. Number one. And she calls her, she says, oh, I never said she's my number one. Next thing you know, in her interview, well, should I think about throwing my number one because I'm scared to run a final against her?
Yeah.
So, and I said this on Twitter. Do you respect D for her smart decision, or do you not respect her and saying she's scared, blah, 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 zay? You know, it makes you think, is she making a smart decision because she knows that Jenny can beat her in the final? Which you're already saying like, okay, damn. See, that's not me. That's not me. That's not my mentality of thinking. I don't have that mentality at all. I think I could beat anybody. I want to go against the best. And maybe that's not the smart way of thinking because it's $1 million on the line.
I was going to ask you that. That's actually my next question because when we met, even I told you, I was like, I'm a big fan of the show. We were sitting there for like an hour just geeking out about the other episodes. But it just seems like people who win the finals and make it to the finals, they do have, you know, some strategizing, some underhanded shit going on. Right. And it just feels like you just would rather run more with like not politicking. Like, why are you not politicking? You know? Like,
you gotta realize it was too late for me to politic in this game. It was too late. I already came in there with a history. If you go back 2 seasons ago, you can see it was me, Corey, and Hunter against the entire house. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. Coming into this house is always, I've never had numbers on my side. But let's think about this. When I had numbers on my side was 2 seasons ago. You're talking about when I had Amanda, when I had Cam, when I had Ashley, when my ex Kailah was there. You know what I'm saying? I had all these people on my side. This season, I didn't have anybody. I came into a new game. A new game, which people already knew about me, already had a bad taste in their mouth about me, and said, oh, we got to get this guy out the game, blah, 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 Zay. He has the potential to go all the way. So why not? So anything I did was a huge thing, was a big thing. Like a lot of people got into fights. A lot of people did this and that, but it wasn't a big thing until it came to Nelson. So then, as we saw, we spent 40 minutes with me and Kailah going back at it, which was bullshit, made me look like the worst guy ever. And if we go back 2 seasons ago, I'm actually defending women at that time because Shane calls one of the ladies a bitch. And I'm like, Shane, you don't talk to a woman like that. Like, and he was my partner. He was my partner. This bunker, yes, I lost my mind. It had me going crazy, but that's no excuse the way I talk to her. So that's one thing I do regret about this.
We learned from it.
And we grow from it.
Okay. I saw you. I was like, you fucking wilding right now on this show, bro.
Like, I know. I was wilding, man. I was wilding.
What is okay, so let's talk about last episode. You won the elimination against Bear. You got your red skull. So at this point, did you feel like the whole house was rooting against you? They wanted you to go home. They're like,
well, hell yeah. You didn't see the crowd up top. You heard them. Kyle wanted me to go home. No house wanted me to go home. They didn't want to see me come back into this house, especially me sending Bear home. Bear is a hilarious guy, man. Keeping him around the bunker for laughs is funny. You want somebody like that to keep you smiling, laughing, does crazy stuff. But they should have knew better. They should have knew better than me. I guess they didn't check my record, my elimination record, or see those skulls behind my helmet, because they should have knew Bear had no chance of beating me, not once. So I had to give him a reality check because I have been gone for 2 seasons. And as you can see, everybody, like I said, it was quiet in the bunker when we got back. Nobody wanted to see Fessy and I win. Well, then again, they did want to see Jordan go home, so I take that back. People wanted to see Fessy come back, but not me. And at that moment, I was kind of nervous because I felt like I was going to go against Corey. I felt like we were going to repeat history. And I'm like, wow, we're going to do this again, Corey. So me and Corey are thinking to each other like, bro, if we go against each other, it's going to be a dog fight no matter what. And that's the kind of respect we have for each other. So I guarantee that whole house wanted me to go home. No doubt about that.
So we start this episode off, which is you coming back in the house, you and Fessy, like, we got our red skulls. Corey's like, I need my red skull. At this point, you're good. You can run the final. Anyone would think, okay, let's make sure I don't get put in the final again. Right. you know, do you try to make amends after that with the house? I know you said you and Kailah, you know, are kind of cool or whatever.
We're not even kind of cool. What I was saying, she came up to me for her vote so she can go and get her red skull. So sending her down to elimination, I was like, hell yeah, shit. Potentially you going home and not saying my name again? Why not? I'm looking out now. That's strategy. You coming to me, you won't say my name again because you got to realize the season's not even done with. People with red skulls can still go down into purgatory. Just because you have a red skull doesn't mean you're safe. But what TJ said, time is limited. If you do not have a red skull, you might be going home. You spend all this time in the bunker to say TJ bye-bye and not even have a chance to compete. This is why I love this season. Because because you have to go into elimination. You can't just slide on by onto that train like usually people do to win. You can't. You have to go into elimination. You have to prove yourself to run that final. And that's what I loved about this season, man. It was amazing. But after I won my red skull, I had a talk with Wes. I had a talk with Corey. And, you know, I told myself going back into this house, I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to play possum. Like Wes is doing. I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to be quiet. Even though things need to be said, because people like to keep secrets and don't speak the truth, I'm going to stay out of it. I'm not going to give y'all what y'all want. I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to close by until the final. And hopefully my name does not get called again. And that's what I'm praying for. Because after I got that red skull, I thought to myself, Nelson, you've made it this far. You've gotten the fights. You've gotten to the drama. Now you got to think about the big picture. You got to think about this money, what it could do for your family, what it could do for your friends, and what it could do for yourself. So at this point, I take a minute, I pray about it, and I ask God for the strength to keep my mouth closed and just to coast by. But if I have to go down into purgatory again and deal with somebody else, then let's do it. I'm not going to be scared. I'm never going to back down from nobody. But yes, that is my strategy going back into the house after having my red skull.
So I think the question everyone wants to know is, why can you still not swim? Like, I was so mad.
Yeah, you know what? Let's be real about this. Woo! So you gotta realize I was off for 2 seasons. You know, when it was my last season, thinking I was gonna get called back for this next season, which you never know if you're gonna get called back. I was swimming a lot, but I didn't get called back the first season. I didn't get called back from the second season. So I was swimming here and there. This phone call was a last minute thing. I wasn't practicing swimming. I was just chilling. So did I get in the pool here and there? Yes, I did. But when we dropped into that water, it was ice cold. You put me in the pool, you know, swim, a little backstroke, a little doggy paddle, cool. When I dropped into that water, like I said, my fucking balls shriveled up and I couldn't even catch my breath. And the thing is, what people didn't realize, watching that episode, think about this. I wasn't too far behind. They made it seem like I was far behind. We were evenly matched when we both got out that tunnel. So for them to say that Nelson's all the way back there, I wasn't that far behind because we were evenly matched when we were running out that tunnel. So obviously when I had dropped, I wasn't paying attention when I got out the water. I was just looking for some air. I came out that water, oh, God, please save me. And I have a life jacket on too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a life jacket on and then I didn't look to my left. I didn't look to my right. I was so flustered, I just started swimming. For a good I'm gonna say a good 3 minutes, I was swimming the wrong way for the puzzle pieces. I did not look. I was swimming towards the opposite way. When people were screaming the puzzles, I finally looked back like, oh shit. So then I started swimming the other way. And then at that point, all the puzzles were collected. So I'm swimming about 10 minutes already in this ice cold water and your boy can barely swim. So by the time I get to the end, I'm exhausted, I am tired, but I don't quit. I keep it going. Jenny chills, Fessy chills. Like, look, we gotta wait for our team because nobody's allowed to leave unless your whole team is there. And I was like, okay, Fessy got my back. Jenny had my back. Let's go, Nelson. Let's put it into gun mode. And trust me, did I try to hold on to them? Yeah, hell yeah. That did not work. So I had to just keep it going. But I realized by the time I got out there, the other team was right in front of us. What messed us, was literally right in front of us. So like I said, I wasn't that far behind at all. We got out of that tunnel. What messed us up was the puzzles, man. No communication between each other. We all was focusing on, Jenny was just taking clearly control. She wasn't sharing the puzzle board at all. Me and Fessy are looking at each other like, oh my God, bro, are you gonna get a chance to do this? Am I gonna get a chance to do this? But you can't have more than one chief. You can't, because right then we're all chiefs trying to grab. I've learned that you have to be an Indian sometime. You have to play your role. So I'm thinking, okay, Jenny, you've been practicing puzzles, so let's see if you got this. Well, she did an amazing job, but once she let up a little bit and let us help her, we all contribute, and we were finally getting the pieces together. It was just a little too late.
I was worried for you because you guys are like the first pair to go, the first team to go. And like when they pointed out that they claimed you were like halfway back, you were still behind, I was like, this mother Nelson, I need you to not be the scapegoat anymore. Okay?
I know, right? and that's what I felt like I was pointing out to me, for them to sit there and say that. I was like, hold on. If I was that far behind, how are we equally matched with the other team? That didn't make any sense. So I understand Nelson's a bad swimmer, the black guy, I understand. Leroy's not there. And then you got Swaggy. I don't know what it is about black people, man. We just cannot, well, me, Swaggy, and Leroy, I'm not speaking for everybody.
I know, I was about to say, that's a you thing.
Yeah.
I can swim.
Okay. It's a me thing. But I've always had a problem with swimming. Honestly, when I was a kid, I almost drowned in the water. So ever since then, I've always been scared of the water, and that's something I got to get over. And trust me, it sucks that we're on lockdown. But before we got on lockdown, I was swimming every day, and I was taking lessons, and I'm getting back into it. So got to work on my stroke game. But trust me, that water was icy cold, icy cold. I've never swam in water like that in my life.
Yeah, you in ice cold water just is not working out this season.
It doesn't.
It showed the preview of the next episode, and it's like it's a over the water challenge.
Here we
and
go
it shows
again,
your face.
the water, right?
I know.
In trivia, did they trivia? Oh my God! So me and Corey, as soon as they said trivia, me and Corey looked at each other like, huh?